Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Whitney here for you all who don't know me. This morning I am going to be getting ready for work. It is, my little watch right here, it is currently 7:50 a.m. I have work at Sephora this morning, so I need to get this face beat to the gods and ready for work. So I have myself some coffee. Oh man, it's so good. Okay. So today I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really never know what I'm gonna do. I just get on camera and film my look. So I've already moisturized my face with my serums and moisturizers, so now I need to go in and prime. I think today I'm gonna try a new primer. I want to try this BAHAHAHA Evermatte primer. This is the Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I've heard really good things about this, and I think I'm going to mix in my Step 1 Skin Equalizer, the smoothing one, for my pores, because I've really been liking this one lately. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it comes with like a little angled, so you could actually probably just apply it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to squeeze some out onto my fingers. So what have you guys been up to lately? Here at home we have a festival going on. This is like the start of festival season. And so my little boy, who is 3.5, he's never really been to like festivals before where they have like rides and games that he can play. So we took him on Thursday night. And, oh man, this stuff dries instantly. Jesus. Wow, that dried almost instantly. I'm really interested to see how that's going to keep me throughout the day. It is so super matte. Wow. Okay, anyway. So we took him to the festival on Thursday night, and he had so much fun riding around on all the different rides. They had like all the kiddie rides, so he got to ride like a little train and a little roller coaster and like ride on like the motorcycles and stuff. He had a really good time, and we got to eat some food, and it was just a really good time. So if you all have festivals, let me know where y'all are located and what kind of festivals y'all have. This one's called the Crawfish Festival that we have. So we have a whole bunch. We have like a crawfish festival, we have an oyster festival, we have I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, we have all kind of festivals, so it's just a fun thing down here that we have. So I'm gonna go in with this Step 1 Equalizer. And if y'all saw, I only put that BAHAHAHA Evermatte in the center of my face because that's where I get the oiliest. That primer should only be put where you get the absolute oiliest. So this one I'm just going to pat into my pores. And I like to let my primers sink in for a minute or two before I go on top of them with foundation or correctors or anything. So I'm focused that in my pores, and then I just kind of dragged it out to the rest of my face. So when I came back, it's only been a couple minutes, but I don't know if you can tell, but can you see like this little mark right here and like these little areas right here? That is the BAHAHAHA primer. It's got like a white, like almost film or a white cast where I put it. Not the whole area, but in certain spots. It's white. It's still completely matte, and it doesn't feel like anything, but it's white, and I don't like that. So if any one of you have ever used it, let me know. Did I put too much? Like, why is it turning white? Has it turned white on you guys? Because I don't like that. Because I don't know how my foundation is going to look on top of it. So I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown color corrector for underneath the eyes. I like to just put it right in the hollows of my under eyes. And this is a nice peachy tone. And for you all who don't know, peachy tones help to correct blue and purple undertones under the eye. So it just helps to even out the skin tone a little bit. And I'm just using my viewfinder to look at myself, which is why I'm not looking at you guys. Anyway, so Oh, look at this spot on my face. It's not a pimple, guys. It's, well, I really don't know what it is. My husband thinks it might be like a broken blood vessel. Every time like my allergies really flare up, I get this spot on my face and it kind of swells up a little bit and it turns really red. This is it going down. So I don't really know what it is, but I need to go ahead and color correct that a little bit too. So, because it's like a super red pigmentation. So I'm going to take these Alchemist drops. These are the concentrated color correcting drops from Alchemist. This is the green one. And I did receive this product in gratis a while ago. I would have never bought it otherwise. But I gotta tell you guys, if you're looking for a really thin serum corrector, these are pretty dang good. They're not overly pigmented, but they do the job. And it's from Alchemist, which is a great look. Look at that. Did you see? Like, are you kidding me? It does a great job, but it's not going to be heavy. I mean, it's not completely gone because that's not what it's meant to do, but it does really help to combat that redness. So if you're looking for some, those Alchemist drops are pretty good. Of course, next we're going to go on with the little foundation combination. I'm going to use my Remarkable Marc Jacobs foundation. This is in the color 228 Bisque Taupe, which is way too dark for me. So I'm going to combat that with the Givenchy Eclat Matissime. That is probably not correct. Fluid foundation. This is in the color 3 Matte Sand, which is very light. So I'm going to mix that up and put it on my face. Okay, so even though I mixed in those two foundations, it is still way too dark for me. So I'm going to mix in some of this Becca foundation and sand with it to lighten up the color a bit. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get. So we're just going to pounce this in the skin. And most people, so the Remarkable foundation and the Givenchy foundation are both matte products. And for some people, that would be extreme overkill on top of a matte foundation. But like I said, I have extremely oily skin in the T-zone. And down here in South Louisiana, we are starting to get temperatures on the daily, like in the 70s and 80s. So, my oils are beginning to like peak. So anything that I can do to help control the oil production on my face, I need. So now that I look extremely yellow, but extremely full coverage. I mean, I love the way that that Marc Jacobs mixed with any foundation just brings the coverage to the next level. And for me, it helps mattify, and it's so beautiful on the skin. And it wears so long. I love it. So anyway, the next step for me is to conceal. So I'm going to go in with this trusty combination that I've been using. It's the Amazing Cosmetics Concealer in Light Golden. And then I top it with the NYX Concealer, HD Concealer in 02. So we're going to go ahead and get that on the face. So now I have that all on my face. I'm going to go ahead and pat it in with my Beauty Blender. I never used to conceal down the center of the face like this. I only used to conceal under my eyes. And then, of course, I started watching beauty videos and I found like all these great techniques. So this is definitely one of those good techniques that I'll probably use for the rest of my life. It really does just help to balance out the face and blend out like discoloration of your, like if your foundation's a little too dark, you can kind of hide that with all the concealer. So, anyway, let's talk about stuff. I have been so happy with the responses and growth of my channel so far. It's slow and steady. I didn't think that I was gonna come on YouTube and bam, be like a big old star. It's not really what I want either. But the feedback from you guys has been really awesome and I really appreciate it. And I'm just having fun. And I hope you guys can see that I'm just having fun. So, if any of you guys have channels, let me know. I'd love to check them out. I love finding new YouTubers. And there are a few like OG YouTubers that I really love to watch, but I find myself on the trend of watching smaller YouTube channels. Like, I really enjoy just the smaller channels. People are more genuine, they have real lives, you know. They're not perfect, their skin's not great, but I still like to hear what they have to say and makeup looks that they do. So if you guys have channels, let me know, and I'll check you out. Okay, so I just went in and I set my concealer with this e.l.f. mattifying powder. It's super pink. And as you can tell, I've hit major pan, but it's super pink toned, even though it says it's translucent. So it does add a little bit of, not darkness, but dullness to the skin. So because I'm a cheap ass, I go in with this first because I like to set everything down with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but this is hella expensive. So I go in with the e.l.f. powder first. Just kind of set so that it doesn't crease, and then I really go in with this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and the powder puff that it comes with the miniature one comes with, and I really press that into the skin so that way just like this, I just like to press it into the skin everywhere that I have my concealer. And it's kind of a form of baking, but I don't put like an exorbitant amount, and I really work it into the skin. So if you watched a few of my videos, I know I've done this technique before. This, if you have oily skin, really just helps to lock the makeup in. I have tried baking with this product when I first got it and hated the way it looked under my under eyes. It was just way too dry. But doing this, like really working it into the skin, I find is the best way for me to wear this powder. And it is worth the price for me when I wear it like this, because I won't have to touch my face like for hours. Whereas normally after about 3 or 4 hours, I'm needing to touch up the T-zone. Doing this method, I can usually go all day without having to touch up my face. So that's how I like to use it. And then I'll go in with my just like a pressed powder to set the rest of my face. So today I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D. This is the Lock It Powder Foundation in medium 52. It looks like, oh, dug my nail into it. It looks like this. It's a pretty good match. I've been wearing it a couple days, but I don't do, it's a powder foundation, so it does add a little bit of coverage. I just like to take a super light amount and I stamp it into the rest of the face that didn't get the translucent powder. And that will just help to set it. And when I say a small amount, okay, let me not blind you guys. I literally just take my brush, I stamp it in, and that's it. Like, I don't swipe it around, I don't swirl it around, I don't pick up like a ton of product. I literally just dab it in and then put it on the face. So, and then I'll kind of wipe away if there was any other translucent powder like just hanging around. Ooh, where'd my eyebrows go? All this powder and foundation, my eyebrows have like completely disappeared. So, next up is the bronze. You all know Sephora bronzer and 01 Honey Heat is my jam right now. I have worn this down so much. Can you even, like, look at that. That is absurd. This one is like the brand new one that I got, because this is the one that it came broken. And I told you guys I was going to go exchange it or return it. And oh, that is not the brush I want to use. So, quickly, this brush is the e.l.f. complexion brush, which I used to love for bronzer because it's like fluffy, but it's tapered. And I loved it. But one day I was like, oh, let me try a different brush. And I took out the blush brush from Real Techniques. Are you kidding me? I just dab it right in. And go into those hollows. I'm going to do some circular motions. This one is just so fluffy and so, God, it picks up the right, like the perfect amount of product. It disperses the perfect amount of product. It doesn't look overly bronze. Like, bronze is supposed to be soft, you know? And I found with the e.l.f. Complexions brush that it just picked up too much product. And it made me look a little too much. You know, even on glam days, it was a little too much. So, you know, we need to bronze this chin area. But look, like, at that just natural glow that I gave the skin. I love this brush. Love it. Moving right along. We have our contour, and you know, this love-hate relationship with this contour. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. If you didn't know, I'm not going to show it to you guys because it is in my rolling tin pan project for this year, which I'm getting ready to do an update for, or I may have already done my update at this point. I don't know when this video is going up. This bronzer is a decent bronzer. I use it to contour because it's matte. But it lasts forever, which some people are like, well, that's a great aspect. But for someone like me who loves makeup and I want to buy all the new stuff, well, I feel terrible buying all the new stuff when I still have this itty bitty pan of product that I've been working on for like a year and it's still here. I'm done. I'm done with the rant. Okay, it's time to do some brows, which you know I won't be doing on camera because I can't. It just doesn't work out for me. But I'm going to go in with the Benefit Goof Proof in the shade number 4. And then I'm going to top it with my Anastasia Brow Powder in medium brown. So, and voila, just like that, now a girl has eyebrows. Anyway. For eyes today, I don't really know what I want to do. I kind of want to do something like really crazy and dramatic. So we'll see where this takes us. But I recently bought the KVD Alchemist palette, which I'm so thrilled about. It's so pretty, and look at it. It's so pretty. So I am going to be playing around with these today. Whew. Lord help me, because I don't know what's going to happen with these eyes. So, okay, let's do this. So, first thing we need to do is prime our eyes and set them. So, I'm going to prime them with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm going to set them with the Wet n Wild Single Shadow and Brulee or Creme Brulee. Okay, so I went on with those two products. Now, typically I will set my entire eyelid from brow to lashes with that Wet n Wild single shadow. But today, because I think I'm going to do an eyeshadow base, I did not set the lid. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to go in with this purple shade. It's like this dark, these are the Sephora Jumbo Liner 12-Hour Wear Waterproof Jumbo Crayon. This is in the shade 15 Purple. They just look like this. So let's see how this works out. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going to put this all over the lid. And then I'm going to take my finger or a brush. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to use a brush. And I'm going to buff this out a little bit. Well, I guess I'll dab it with my finger first. Because these set, oh god, I look ridiculous. Oh no. These set kind of like instantly. So I just want to blend these edges a little bit. And you guys, this is going to be one of those eye looks that looks crazy until you're finished. Okay? So for any of you that might want to repeat this, just keep that in mind. Okay guys, that was intense. Jesus Christ. So if you're working with these jumbo pencils from Sephora, they set ridiculously quick, but as you can tell, I layered it on the eyelid and then I just buffed it out into the crease. Whew, that was scary. I'm gonna next go in with this single shadow from MAC. I don't know what color it is because it's the oldest shadow, one of the oldest shadows I own. I'm gonna take this on a nice fluffy brush. This is just my Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to work this into the crease. As you can tell today, I'm going for a purple eye. I don't really know exactly how it's going to turn out. But we will see. You know how when you have like a vision in your mind and then you're trying to put it together? That's what this is. I had a vision of an eye look that I wanted to do with that Alchemist palette. And this is me trying to bring that vision to life. For the first time on camera with you guys. Because you know, I don't practice first. I just do it. And I'm going to work today. So I need this to turn out okay. Because I'm going to work. I'm going to just keep buffing this in until I get a nice pigmentation that I'm happy with. Okay, so I've built that up on both eyes to a pigmentation that I'm okay with right now. And because I have the largest eyelids of life, I like to take it real high, almost very like near my brow bone. So, Jesus, I'm not prepared. So for the next step, I'm going to take this Lorac Pro Matte palette. And I'm just going to take it because it's got a black in it that I like. So any black shade that you like if you're recreating this look. And I'm going to take this on a flat shader brush. Oh, God. I'm so nervous to do this. Okay, let's see. On a super flat shader brush. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the product and I'm going to put this all over the lid. Right on top of where we put that cream base. So all the way from the inner corner. Oh my God. Oh. This shadow is very pigmented, but I put that base down so that way we would get the most opaque black that we possibly could. Oh dear baby Jesus. I really hope that this look turns out good. I don't think I've ever put black on my lid like this. Ever. Oh! And I'm more padding than anything because I'm just pushing the shadow into the lid, trying not to get a ton of fallout. I'm taking a clean fluffy brush and I'm going to buff out the edges of that black shadow. So this has nothing on it. I just want to create like a softer effect. Okay, so now that I look completely crazy with all this darkness on my lid, I'm going to go back in with that purple shadow and we're going to build up this crease. I'm a little bit older than I guess most YouTubers. I am in my 30s. I'm 31. I will be 32 this year. And I know at that age, a lot of women think like, oh, I can't play with color anymore, but I love color, so I do whatever I want to do. Especially, now this is not a look that I would wear to my 9-to-5 job, but when I'm going to work at Sephora, I do whatever I want to my face. So this is a perfect look to just have fun with. So I built up that purple, and we're probably going to go a little bit deeper with that purple in a minute. But it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for this Alchemist palette. I love it. So I am going to be playing with the shade Ultraviolet, which is the one that has the purple shift. So you have a pink shift, a purple shift, a blue shift, and a green shift. God, they're so good. They're so good. So I'm going to take this itty bitty little brush and I'm going to coat it with the Ultraviolet Amethyst. And then I'm going to spray it with MAC Fix Plus. And I am going to place this right into the center of my lids. Oh God, work. Work! Okay, so this is something that I'm definitely gonna have to build up. And I'm a little unhappy because it is not pulling purple. Do you see that? It's pulling blue. It's pulling blue. I don't understand. This is the amethyst one. Okay, well it's pigmented. It looks beautiful. I mean, I still have to blend it out. But I am and you can see I'm going into the ultraviolet amethyst. I'm not happy that it's picking up blue instead of purple. So I guess next time, so fail on my part. Ugh, Jesus. Next time I'm gonna have to put amethyst over a complete purple instead of a black. I am so bummed out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like yell at you guys. I'm just really bummed out. Like, that's not purple at all. That's blue. So now I have to go in. I'm going to build this up on the lid. I'm going to buff it out. But now I need to go in, I feel like, with a different transition shade. Like, I need to make it more blue tone instead of purple because it's blue. What the hell? Amethyst? Ultraviolet amethyst? What the hell? Ugh. Okay, so these eyes are a total fail. Chit Chat, get ready with me. Fail. What I did was I took that amethyst shadow from the Alchemist palette and I put it all over the lid, and I'm going back in with this black shadow from the Lorac palette, and I'm just deepening up the crease and blending it over my purple transition shade. But this eyeshadow look is a complete fail. I don't have time to change it. We're going to work, so this is just what we get. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. I'm going to take this purple shade and I'm going to dust it underneath my lower lash line. I look like Big Raccoon eyes. This is not pretty. This is not pretty. Then I'm going to go into that black shadow with a tiny, tiny brush and run that along the lower lash line. All the way. I'm going to take this shade Bare. I just need a little bit of brightness. I'm actually going to go into Linen as well because that one's a little bit more white. And these are super pigmented, so you don't need a ton. Why you gotta do me like this, Kat Von D? Why? I'm going to take this Lancome liquid liner, black liquid liner. I'm going to do a little wing, probably a big wing to hide this nonsense on my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, you know it's a rough look when wing liner doesn't even help it. Oh God. So next up, when you have a bad eye look, you want to hide it, you put some wing liner on, and you put falsies on. My Duo Glue and my Sephora lashes in number 33 Fierce. So these lashes definitely make everything better. They just look a little glamorous. I love these lashes, not this eye look. So let's waterline with this black liner from Makeup Forever. Set our brows. Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Get some mascara on these bad boys. Alright, how's that look? Whoo, not looking so bad. I'm gonna go on with this. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this blush topper from e.l.f. This is in the shade Peachy Cheeky. And I really don't want an intense blush. So I'm just gonna go in. This is like a blush topper, so it's going to be a little bit more sheer, but just give like a flush of color. And it gives a nice little glow too. And then I'm actually going to take my, this is the Becca Jaclyn Hill Trio that came out like a while ago. It has the 3 shades, Pearl, Champagne Pop, and Blushed Copper. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of Champagne Pop and Pearl, and I'm going to pop that onto the cheeks. And I have not worn these in so long. These used to be like my favorite. But I haven't worn them in so long because I've been doing my Peanut palette, which has the highlighters in it. Oh, these are so pretty. This is a lipstick from Ulta in the shade 257. This is like one of the nudest lipsticks I own. Too nude, too nude. And you see this one, I like to use this as a topper because you see it? It's so waxy that it doesn't like meld into the skin. Okay, too nude. Let's blot that off. I'm going to go in with this Tarte lipstick in the shade Nude. This is a more pinky nude. Yes, this is the winner. And this one actually have little mirrors on them, which I guess comes in handy. Alright, that's about as best as we're gonna get it. So, that's the finished look, people. Not what I was going for. Not terrible. You know how when you have an idea in your mind and then it doesn't really come to fruition. That's what happened, but it's doable. It's workable for work. So we're gonna work it. Work. Anyway, so this is it, guys. I'm gonna give you a little close-up. Look at that highlight. Yes. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any channels. Let me know what you would like me to talk about in videos or any future videos that you want me to do. I'm here to just do different makeup looks and whatever I really want. So I'd love your input. If you want to give it to me, I would love it. I'm really thankful for all of you watching, and I hope that you subscribe and like this video so that way you can check out all of my future videos. And that's it for today, guys. I'll talk to y'all later and see you in the next one. Bye.